Hi, I'm Adrianne from Indyoga, and thank you for joining me today for this minimal cues chakra flow. When I say minimal cues, I won't be giving any breath guidance or alignment information. I will simply be naming the name of the asana, the name of the posture, or the transition that we move into the posture. So it does help to know the names of postures. This possibly would be classed as an improver or an intermediate Vinyasa flow practice. So of course, if you are a beginner, you may not know the names of the postures just yet, but please, you can of course give it a go. We move swiftly through each chakra, starting from the root up to the crown, and there's about 4 or 5 different postures in each chakra, so that we hope to open, to balance, to clear the trinity, the mind, the body, and the spirit. So let us get started straight away. Find a comfortable seat at the top of your mat.
You gotta keep on breathing if you wanna make sense of it all. We will not fall.
Let's take our Prithvi Mudra, our thumb and touching the tip of our ring finger. The other 3 fingers are nicely outstretched. Just roll the shoulders back and down. Sit nice and tall, firm yet relaxed. And the backs of the hands rests on the knees. Close the eyes if you wish to, or take a soft gaze and come to your breath. Breathing in and out of your nostrils. Slowing the pace of the mind. Slowing the pace of the breath. And becoming present with the mind and the body as one. As you arrive into the present moment, start to feel the breath rising from the root, traveling all the way up the spine towards the crown of your head on your breath in. And as you breathe out, allow that sense of release and letting go all the way back down to the earth. Breathing in, root to crown. Breathing out, crown to root. And begin to really tap into how you feel today, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and of course, physically, before your asana practice today. Always taking the modifications as you need them, honoring and respecting your own physical range of motion and your own body. And maybe you wish to invite an intention for your practice. A sankalpa or a statement of affirmation. Allowing the mind to clear from distraction, becoming completely in the present and into your flow state through the practice of yoga. Slowly release the mudra. Open up the palms of your hand, ready to receive, ready to give. Wiggle the fingers, move the wrists, circle one way and the other. Circle into the shoulders. We'll start our practice with a warm-up of sun salutations. There are many, many variations of sun salutations. So there is, of course, no right or wrong. And wherever you go, it doesn't matter. Take these sun salutations as a warm-up. So think about, when you come to your car first thing in the morning and your car needs time to awaken, just as you do. And you start changing the gears and increasing the intensity as you move through the sun salutations. Standing at the front of your mat in Tadasana. Bringing the hands into the heart center, Samastiti. And preparing for practice. Upward salute. Forward fold. Half lift. Right leg lunge. High or low plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Down dog. Right leg lunge. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Up salute. Samastiti. Upward salute. Forward fold. Half lift. Left leg lunge. High or low plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Down dog. Left leg lunge. Standing forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Upward salute. Samastiti. Second round. Intensity increases. Up salute. Forward fold. Half lift. Right leg high or low lunge. High or low plank. Chaturanga or ground position. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Right leg high or low lunge. Standing forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Upward salute. Samastiti. Upward salute. Forward fold. Half lift. Left leg high or low lunge. High or low plank. Connecting Vinyasa of choice. Downward facing dog. Left leg high or low lunge. Standing forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Upward salute. Samastiti. Release hands to mountain pose. Slow the heart rate, slow the breath. Prepare to come into first chakra, root, Muladhara, stepping back left leg, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Straighten front leg. Both legs straight, reverse warrior. Windmill hands to triangle. Side angle pose with bind. Right arm threads through. Look forward to front foot, front of mat, step. Open up left side of the body, straightening left leg, tiptoes of right foot. Release the bind, Malasana pose. Press through the feet. Come to standing, heel, toe, feet in. Right leg steps back. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Straighten front leg. Stay in your reverse. Windmill hands to triangle. Side angle pose with bind. Left arm threads through. Look forward and step right leg to the front. Come up on tiptoes of the left foot, straighten right leg. Open up to the right side. Release the bind. Malasana squat. Press to stand. Heel, toe, feet into parallel. Step back left leg. Standing wide legged, forward fold, hands to hips, flat back, chest leads. Left hand to sacrum, right hand in center. Open up, maybe release the arm to the sky. Change hands. Right hand on sacrum. And lifting up, top arm. Coming into our Svadhisthana chakra now, the sacral chakra. Releasing hands and turning to the front of the mat into a pyramid. Front foot faces forward. Reduce the gap of the feet. Using blocks if you need here. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And fold over front thigh. Coming into flamingo pose, flipping the fingertips towards the back of the mat and lifting up back left toe. Stepping forward into your revolved half moon. Always a challenge with that flamingo. Revolved half moon as the right arm lifts, left leg lifts. And release to a standing fold. Exhale. Roll up through the spine. Let's go second side. Right leg steps back. Feet turn in. Interlace the fingers this time behind the base of the spine. Press the knuckles down, open the chest. Fold forward, standing wide legged, forward fold. And just move shoulders left to right. Release the hands, turn to the front of the mat into pyramid. Moving back foot, using blocks if you need. And exhale over the front thigh. You can use your blocks for your flamingo as you flip the fingertips around to the back of the mat. Keep the left front leg straight. As you bend the back knee, lifting the heel towards the buttock. fold. Release the foot, step forward for your revolved half moon. And release arm, body, leg to the front into the fold. Rolling up through the spine. Take a moment to breathe in mountain pose. Feeling already the wonderful standing work that you've done into the Muladhara and the Svadhisthana chakra. Moving up to the Manipura, solar plexus chakra, chair pose. Twisted chair, hands into prayer, left elbow, right knee. Step back with the left leg, twisted prayer lunge. Release left hand to the mat, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Coming into a side plank or a side plank variation from here. Placing the left palm down, coming onto the outer edge of your left foot, sweeping right to meet. Takes a bit of core strength. Stepping right foot forward to the lunge, turning on the back toes. And step forward into chair. Twisted chair pose, right elbow, left knee. Right leg steps back, twisted prayer lunge. Right hand comes down for twisted lunge, release left arm. Transition to side plank variations, rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot, releasing left foot to meet it. Returning to low lunge, left foot comes forward. And stepping back into plank, find a connecting vinyasa of choice here. Back into your downward facing dog. And that closes most of our standing balances as we move up from the Manipura chakra into the heart space, into the Anahata, the heart chakra. Lowering the knees, coming into melting heart or puppy pose, reaching the fingertips forward, exhaling, melting chest down. Coming forward into full arm plank. Lowering the hips into Sphinx, releasing the toes. Releasing all the way to the mat. Head to the back of the hands, sway out into the hips. Feel the heart space connecting to the earth. And pull yourself back into cat and cow. Pulling back through child's pose. Rolling up through the spine to a high kneel. Coming into supported camel, hands come to the base of the spine. Bring yourself to center, hands come down, right foot, winged dragon. Monkey twist, right arm sweeps back, may catch hold of the left foot. Release the left foot, bring the right leg back. Left leg, winged dragon. Right arm comes down for monkey twist, sweep left arm back, maybe catching the right foot. Releasing, letting float down, and just pulling left leg back into tabletop and lowering yourself down in that ground position. Chest, chin, and release all the way to the mat. Head to the back of the hands here, big toes touch, heels fall out, just sway out through the spine again, connecting heart space in towards the earth, feeling grounded, connected as we move up into the Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. Turn the thighs outwards, all 10 toes, touching the mat, in legs engaged, arms in cactus, out to the sides. Turning onto the right ear, right temple, a little neck stretch here. Let's start to introduce Ujjayi breath, warming, heating breath, victorious breath, with a slight restriction at the back of the throat. Try to let the head be heavy here into this neck stretch for the throat chakra. Breathing in, lifting the head, bringing back into center, and then exhale, turning the chin and the cheek to the opposite side, resting ear and temple down, finding Ujjayi breath once more. Breathing in, bringing the head back into center. And then take your left arm through and underneath the throat and roll onto your back. And it doesn't matter here if you're obviously, your head is facing away, but I just want you to try and stay in this position without looking at the screen if you can. We're going to go from bridge pose first of all. So nice long neck, soles of the feet down, palms by the feet, lifting up hips into bridge pose. Try not to move the head to the left or to the right in any of the next few postures. Staying in bridge as we still remain in our Vishuddha chakra. Ujjayi breath. Slowly rolling down through the spine, coming all the way back down to the mat. Taking an option here of snail or halasana. So snail, knees come to the forehead, hands are supporting the lower back. Halasana, legs may extend. Your choice, either rolling down into dead bug or lifting the legs up with control into supported shoulder stand. Depending on what's in your practice here for inversions, dead bug is lying on the back with the feet and the legs up in the air and the hands and arms up in the air, straight up. Coming out of the posture, releasing all the way into Shavasana. Take a couple of breaths here, Ujjayi breaths, still working with the throat chakra. Last pose in this chakra is our fish, so the hands come underneath the buttocks, palms face down. Elbows tuck in, lengthen legs away, and lift up onto the forearms and elbows. You may wish to lift the legs here in this fish pose. Keep pushing through the palms, opening up chest. Keeping the throat space open. And slowly release the legs, release the head, the shoulders, the elbows. And take a moment to rest in Shavasana. Rolling back onto your belly, prone position. And the head comes to the back of the hands, big toes touch, sway out to release through the spine and the hips. So we're coming up now into the Ajna chakra, the third eye, area between the eyebrows. So start to feel the pressure of the forehead resting on the hands here. Turn out the thighs, engage the legs, press the tops of the feet and all 10 toes into the mat. Feel engaged through the body. Full pranam, reaching the arms out in front of you, palms come together, forehead then comes to the mat, ears by the biceps. Full gesture of pranam. Bring the hands back to the shoulders, press back through a tabletop position. Come into neutral tabletop here. Crown of the head reaches away, and that focus still in the Ajna chakra and the third eye, coming down towards the area just between the fingers. And then close the eyes and still have that focus, that drishti. A round of cat and cow with the focus at the third eye for inner wisdom and intuition. And release back to active child's pose. Up onto the fingertips. And the forehead can come to the mat or to a block. Rolling up through the spine. Take a moment to just sit in Thunderbolt. Focus at the third eye. Moment of stillness and calm. And let's come into our final chakra of Sahasrara, the crown chakra. A few options here for your first posture, either rabbit, supported headstand, or headstand in Shirshasana. Rabbit. You can remain in rabbit or come to supported headstand. And maybe you come to headstand if a headstand is within your practice for the crown chakra. Or stay in supported headstand or supported rabbit or rabbit. Coming out to child's pose. Hands come back to the heels. Reaching hands out in front of you to tabletop, tucking toes, exhaling downward facing dog, crown of the head reaching down towards the space on the mat. Find these moments of stillness and calm towards the end of our practice. And maybe you are able to jump through, sending the legs all the way to the front of the mat. If not, that's okay. You can bring the feet to the hands, and then just come into your seated forward fold, all the way at the front of the mat. Lifting arms up. Again, we're still in the crown of the head. And reach up and over. Seated forward fold. Crown of the head reaches away. And here is an opportunity to feel the length of the spine in one unit, all the way from the root chakra right down in the pelvic floor, traveling up to the sacrum, drawing navel back to the swadhisthana, sacral chakra, also drawing in the navel to the lower spine for the manipura, solar plexus, coming up into the heart, opening the chest, relaxing shoulders, opening the upper back for your heart chakra. Coming up into the throat, Vishuddha, open, long neck, soft, relaxed throat. Coming up into the third eye, the Ajna chakra, the area between the eyebrows. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head even further away, and then exhale, release everything into the fold. Roll up through the spine. We're going to come into one last posture, which is our balance of boat pose. Breathing, smiling, coming to the end of the sequence of 7 areas of the body, 7 chakras, releasing the feet, and take a nice slow roll down through the entire spine. The lower back comes down the first, then the sacrum, then the middle back, the upper back, the shoulders, the back of the head. And let's come straight into Shavasana, taking the feet nice and wide, relaxing the toes out to the side, softening here, making sure those shoulders are nicely spread out underneath you. And here, just return back to that spinal breathing from root to crown on your inhale, and crown to root on your exhale. And just check in with the body as you give yourself that little body scan. Noticing how you now feel emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. After balancing, clearing, and opening all of those spinning wheels, the subtle energy centers of the nadis, Ida and Pingala. Breathing in energy, exhaling tension and blockages. I will leave you here as I end the video and the sequence, and you can stay in your Shavasana as long as you wish to. And enjoying the benefits and the effects that you create for yourself through your own yoga practice each and every time you come to the mat. I thank you for joining me today. Namaste.